everybody. So I just wanted to take a second to tell you guys about a cute little animated film that I just saw. It's called Sgt Stubby, an American Hero. And this is a new, small animated film that, the name, it sounds kind of like, it's not like the greatest name, Sgt Stubby, but it's based on a true story about a real dog in World War I that was actually given the rank of sergeant and was actually in like 18 battles or something like that. And so who knows how accurate it really is Sgt Stubby's story. But I went in hopeful because it looked really sweet to me from the trailers, and it proved to be really great. I'm debating whether it's my favorite animated film of the year. Obviously, Isle of Dogs is more ambitious, and it's better in a way, but just as far as a narrative and something that I really loved, I don't know, I really loved this movie. It was so sweet. It's about, like I said, about this dog in World War I, and he becomes friends with this soldier in boot camp. He's just a stray dog, wanders in, becomes friends, and the soldier's voiced by Logan Lerman. One of the things I really liked about this movie is that even though there are a couple, Helena Bonham Carter is the narrator, she's his sister, the soldier's sister, and Gerard Depardieu plays a French soldier. And so there's a few, I guess, celebrity voices, but it really didn't feel like it. And so you weren't distracted by unnecessary celebrity voices, and it was just good voices for the characters. I really liked that. And the other thing that I loved about the movie is that they don't make the dog talk at all. He's not anthropomorphic at all. He doesn't talk. You don't have a narrator, say Black Beauty, at all. You don't get the dog's perspective except for a normal dog, seeing him smell and eat and whimper and stuff like that. And it's so cute. It kind of reminded me of the movie Feast, the short Feast that won the Oscar a few years back. Kind of reminded me of that. It was just so sweet, and the animation I thought was actually kind of similar, and I really liked the animation. Yeah, it's maybe not the flashiest animation, but I thought it was very well rendered and looked really good. There's a scene where they're on a boat, and I thought the water looked good. I thought that the fur and I thought the Stubby looked so cute, and I thought that he was well done. And I think that this movie did a really good job of portraying the horrors of war. You see these gas mask scenes, you see people get shot, you see people get injured, but it's definitely for kids, and so it's not too traumatizing or too horrible, but I think the kids walk away being concerned and want to talk about it. And that's, I think, what you should do personally. And this movie does not, it's not like a propaganda piece with look how amazing America is and look how great, it's not a nationalistic piece really at all. It's is equally sort of positive about the French characters as it is about the American characters. And it's really not even that hard on the German characters. They even have the German characters at certain points saying comrade, trying to, so it's not overly sort of simplistic in that way. And I think that you can totally have some really great discussions, not only about World War I, which is the century mark anniversary of the end of World War I this year, to have those discussions about all our conflicts, not just World War II, which is the one we tend to talk about the most. And so this is an interesting conflict. And even towards the end, they talk about how they literally fought and people died up until the minute of the armistice ended. And the narrator says, I don't know why we had to send people out that morning. And I don't know. So, I felt like that was pretty true and honest for a movie for children about war. Yes, it definitely, you really don't see any blood or, someone could say, oh, it's sanitized, I guess. But I felt like it was emotionally sort of true and honest and really start kids thinking about these questions. And I really enjoyed it. I thought that it was sweet and funny at times. I thought that it felt reasonably authentic to the various mechanisms of things that happen as far as boot camp and being in the gas raids and different things like that felt like reasonably authentic for this kind of story. Like, again, you don't need to be Saving Private Ryan or something like that, but it was really sweet and lovely, and I really enjoyed it, and I even liked the music. I thought was excellent. They show at the end tons of pictures of the real Sgt Stubby, and it reminded me of like good quality movies from, like, even though it was CG, it kind of reminded me of good quality movies from like from the 80s, like Land Before Time and stuff like that have like real heart and emotion, and don't kind of talk down to kids, and they don't feel a need to have like annoying sidekicks or things like that. Like, this was just like a really sweet, lovely little story. So anyway, I liked it a lot. I would give it like an A grade. I really thought it was good. And so let me know. You go see it. Please support this smaller film. And it's got a pretty big rollout. So see if it's by you, and let's support it. Let's get some people out to see it, because I think it's worth it. It's worth your time, and you can totally go for family movie night or for family home evening. I think it would be a good choice. And so let me know what you think of it if you get to see it. And thanks so much. Please subscribe to my channel. I'll talk to you later. Bye.